Up high in the mountains, there's nothing to eat or drink, so you've got to head on down. And when you're down, the food can be eaten raw, but you've got to be brave.
Look at this, a little tree frog, and just scurrying around in the grass there. And you can actually eat these. Any of these frogs in the Everglades are fine to eat. They're no poisonous ones. You get poisonous toads, but they're much bigger and rougher. And as they say, any frog in the Everglades is a good frog.
One small frog could give you about 3 grams of fat and 75 hard-earned calories. Out in the desert, food is so scarce, you've got to keep your eyes open for anything that moves.
Between us, the crew have managed to catch one of these little sandfishes. And these are like little lizards, but what's amazing about this guy is that he uses his arms and his legs to actually like swim under the sand. And if I let him go, if I'm in deep sand, he will just shoot away straight into the sand and like burrow like 1 meter deep. And that's his way of getting away from predators. But let's let him go here and to see what he does. This sand is hopefully not too deep, so he should probably head for the deeper sand, but they're fast. And look, you see him already burrowing his way in here. See that? Look at him, amazing.
The local tribespeople dry out the sand lizard and use it to cure various diseases. I'm going for the raw, live version.
Oh, there he is. Got him again. That's how fast this little fella is. Just like disappears into the sand. But actually, he's also good food.
Off with his head, then munch the body. And if you're fighting for your own life, these are the kind of hard decisions you've got to take.
It's like a kind of just big mix of blood, guts, and scales.
These fellas can contain some parasites and might be harbouring salmonella.
Yeah, here's one to show you. Oh, look, this is actually a fat-tailed scorpion. And these are one of the most poisonous scorpions in the world. Look at this, watch, if I put that there, he's trying to strike at it. And actually this has enough venom to kill a man.
If I was stung by one of these scorpions and I didn't get any help, I could be dead within 6 hours. The venom attacks your nervous system, which means convulsions and ultimately heart failure. And at least 100 people die every year in Morocco from scorpion stings.
And you can actually eat these, even though they're super, super deadly, you can eat them. But the first bit I want to get rid of is his stinger. And look, him strike, strike, strike. Hold him down. Take his head off. And then you can eat this bit.
With less than 10 calories per scorpion, I'd need dozens of these for a decent meal. And when the animals get bigger, hunger can make you do surprising things.
God. Look at this. Dead zebra. There's definitely a lion kill. And you can see where the lion's just taken it down, eaten all the meat, all the innards, and then leaves a bone and the skin for the vultures circling above. Amazing to see it just so close.
If I'm going to eat this zebra, I want to be sure that it's not going to poison me. The vultures are a good sign because they only eat fresh meat. There aren't any maggots, and this tells me that this kill is hours rather than days old. And if the carcass smells rotten, move on. But this meat is fresh and a great source of energy.
And this is so tough, the skin. But look at under all of this. I gotta peel the skin back.
Eating raw meat can put you at risk from botulism or E. coli. Very nasty and potentially life-threatening infections.
And this is actually how a lot of early man used to hunt. They actually weren't great hunters. They were actually good scavengers and pickers of berries. And opportunistic, following out where lions would eat. That's a nasty bit.
But there are parts of an animal, especially when eaten raw, that make even me squeamish. It's traditional for Berber men to eat goat's testicles. They're thought to enhance fertility, and it's certainly going to be a test of my manhood.
Merci, merci. No, I must say I've never eaten raw goat's testicles before. Merci, Mohammed.
There's plenty of potassium in a goat's testicle and about 135 unadulterated calories. Well, that's definitely a first for me. The Sahara would push anyone to their limits.
And the Berber actually told me that the fat from this is a real delicacy. But experience has taught me to be a little bit wary of Berber delicacies. And this is just pure camel fat. Oh, man. That's horrible.
Out in the wild, you've always got to be on your guard, and danger doesn't always come from the expected places.
It's a Philiotus mushroom, this, and these are poisonous and nasty.
You're watching Man vs. Wild.